Hi everyone, so I'm here with Mason and we are doing the baby tag. So I'm just going to get right into it because he's getting kind of grumpy and he's ready for bed. So I'm going to do this really fast. So there is 16 questions in this tag. The first one is your baby's weight and height at birth, then at 2 months. So first of all, I'm just going to tell you guys that he is 8 months old. He'll be 9 months old in like 12 days. So he's almost 9 months old. Okay, so his weight at birth was 7 pounds, 14 ounces, and 21 inches long. And then at 2 months, he was exactly 2 pounds heavier. He was 9 pounds, 14 ounces, and then he grew to 23 inches long. So he grew 2 pounds and 2 inches in the 2 months. Question number 2 is how long did your baby use newborn sized diapers and which brand do you like the best? He wore newborn diapers till he was about a month old. I liked the Huggies in the newborn size because they have the little spot for their umbilical cord. It has like a little dip in the diaper, so it's not rubbing on the umbilical cord. And then after that, when he started size 1 diapers, he's been in Pampers brand. That's just the brand that I've liked the best. So he's been in Pampers brand since he switched to size 1. Okay, so number 3 is how long was your baby in newborn and 0 to 3 month clothes? So in newborn clothes, he wore those for about a month or so. And then in his 0 to 3 size clothes, he wore till he was about 4 months old. He always kind of fits clothes longer because he's such a skinny baby. But he's really long, so we tend to have problems with like the length fitting him, but it always fits in like his waist and stuff. What size diaper bag would you recommend and what brand? I'm not really big on like the diaper bag brands. I kind of just use purses and stuff. I used a Lululemon bag. It was really quite a big kind of almost like a duffel bag for the longest time. And then now that he's older and doesn't need so much stuff, I've switched to a smaller, just like a purse, and I just throw all his stuff in there. And then it's kind of more stylish and doesn't really look like a diaper bag. And it's not as heavy because it's smaller. Number 5, did you use your swing? Yes, we did use our swing. Only when he was quite small, though. Once he started being able to sit up on his own and stuff, he didn't really want to be in it. He would just keep trying to sit up and just didn't want to be in it. So he definitely did use it, and I would recommend you get a swing. Not all babies like it, but it's a lifesaver sometimes in the middle of the night when you're tired and nothing else works. Number 6. Would you recommend buying a bouncy seat? Absolutely. Mason is almost 9 months old and still goes in his bouncy seat all the time. He just sits and drinks his bottle in there during the day if he needs a nap. I don't really like leaving him upstairs on his own, and I don't have a baby monitor. So he just takes his naps downstairs in his bouncy seat. So I absolutely recommend buying a bouncy seat. Would you recommend buying a playmat? I would. Mason kind of got his later than I would have liked. I would have liked him to have it sooner because he would have got more use out of it. Now that he's crawling and stuff, he doesn't use it anymore because he just doesn't interest him. So I'd recommend it, but buy it when they're quite small. Because they don't really like it when they get bigger. Number 8, would you recommend a bassinet? We didn't really use our bassinet. He's slept with us pretty much his whole life. I would recommend getting one though, because if I could go back in time, I would probably have used it instead of him sleeping right in bed with us. Number 9, did your child use a soother and do you call it something else? Yes, as you can see, Mason uses a soother. He's used one since birth. I have read a lot of things that say that soothers can reduce the risk of SIDS, so that's a big thing. I was always scared of when he was newborn that, you know, there's always the risk of SIDS, and that's really scary. So anything that will reduce that risk. And it was something that would soothe him when he was upset. So, yeah. And we call it his sucky. That's our nickname for it. Number 10, one baby item you must have. And I would, you know, other than like his sucky and like his bouncy seat, I would say his exerciser, because he still goes in that quite a bit. You know, you need somewhere to set him down for a minute, and it just was a lifesaver a lot of times, and it still is, because he's still not walking, so he still likes to go and play with the toys in his exerciser. Sorry, he's getting so antsy right now. It is time for bed. Number 11, item you wouldn't have bought. We bought a bamboo chair, and he used it maybe 2 times, and he's so skinny that he could just slide out of it so easy. We had the kind that didn't have the seat belt, and he really just didn't like it. He would rather sit in like his big high chair. So we ended up just giving that bamboo chair away, and it was like brand new. We didn't even hardly use it. So I wouldn't have bought that if I could go back in time. Number 12, any advice for breastfeeding or bottle feeding? I did both, and I had to stop breastfeeding just because Mason got sick in the hospital, and we had to monitor how much he was eating, and I just wasn't getting enough when I was pumping, so we switched to formula. But I definitely do recommend breastfeeding. I think breast is best. I'm all about that. The advice I'd give for that is just don't give up. I was so ready to give up in the beginning, way sooner than I did. I mean, I guess I didn't give up, but I just quit because I had to, kind of. But just don't give up. It's hard work in the beginning, especially because it hurts, and, you know, it's a lot more work. Your husband can't really help you do it, and just don't give up. That's my advice for that. Number 13, what worked to calm your baby? We use his soother a lot. That's his main, the main thing that calms him down. When he was newborn, before we found out he was sick, a lot of the times I would sing him Hush Little Baby, and my husband always makes fun of me because I have this really funny version of how I sang it, and I'm not going to sing it for you guys because it's really embarrassing, but he bugs me to this day about it, and he's making fun of me right now. But, yeah, so Hush Little Baby in my funny version, and just standing up with him and rocking him to sleep in your arms. He always can tell when you're sitting, so when you're standing, he would always fall asleep faster when you're standing up. Number 14, what is your bedtime routine? We don't have a big bedtime routine. Sometimes the time is always different depending on what we're doing or that sort of thing. But basically it's just, you know, like bath time, bottle, and bed. Number 15, your hair, eye color, husbands, and babies. So I have brown hair, brown eyes. My husband has dark brown hair and blue eyes, really bright, nice blue eyes. And Mason took after me and has brown hair and brown eyes. His are actually darker than my eyes, and I'm not too sure. It's kind of weird, but Yeah, and the last question, number 16, any last advice? My last advice for you is just to document every milestone and cute thing your baby does. I have a baby journal for him, and I keep all of his little milestones and pictures in there, all his little hospital bracelets and that sort of thing. And just take tons of pictures. Your baby will grow and change every day, and I swear I just have thousands of pictures already of him, and he's not even a year old yet. So just take tons of pictures and enjoy every moment, because they grow up so fast, and it's just, you'll never get those little moments back with them again. So just enjoy it, and even when they're cranky butts like he's being, just enjoy that. And yeah, so this was VEDA number, geez, what was it? VEDA number 26, I'm going to say. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So, anyways, I'll put it in the title, but I'm pretty sure it's VEDA number 26. So I will see you guys tomorrow on my next VEDA video. Bye!